10 free minutes. Ten free minutes. Yep. 10 free minutes. Let's find some song to play. Halfway. 1 minute. 1 minute to get to mountain pose. Take your time. Let's take 5 breaths in mountain pose. Arms could rest by the sides. When you're ready, arms stretch up, reach up, stretch up, maybe look backwards if you want to. You could open the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And set up for forward fold. Lift the chest, maybe adjust the feet. You could slide the hands beneath the feet. You could have hands on your at-home support, which might today look like this shoebox. Let's use this. This is a great idea, a shoebox. So we'll just kind of put our hands here. We could lift the chest. Exhale, bow forward. Maybe even rest your arms on your support. The hands could find the ground. You could even grab your legs. You know what to do. Let's find 5 breaths. Keep it gentle. We're only 12 minutes or so into class, so it's not really even been that long. Big, full, complete inhale, and then exhale, bow deeper. Do it again. Big breath. Exhale, deeper fold. Thank you. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, bow forward. Let's release the grip. Take 2 breaths as we just hang over the legs. Maybe take a little effort out of your upper body. The torso, just relax. One more big full breath in. And then a complete exhale, like a sigh. Maybe exhale through the mouth if you want to. And then we'll halfway lift the chest. Big inhale. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step to plank, meet in downward facing dog. You could go directly. You could go there a different way. You decide what that looks like. Let's take the right leg up. You could open it up if you want to, or you could keep it straight. You could bend it and give it some space. You could keep it straight. You could let it be long. You decide. Let's take 3 breaths, just giving that leg a little lift. No matter what we're doing, whether we bend it or straighten it, we're still reversing blood flow. We still have our leg over our head and our hips over our head, so we're inverted. We have a little support into our shoulders and our arms, a little core strength. One more big inhale. Big exhale. Let's bring the knee into the nose. Light step. Inhale, warrior 1. Arms lift up. You could bring the palms together overhead. They could open up to the sides. You could bend the elbows. And then let's take the hands down. Exhale, step to plank, directly downward facing dog if you want to. It could be a different movement. You could add a little power. You could power it down. You make it up. And then we'll just do the same thing with our left leg. Lift it up. Maybe keep it straight. Maybe open it. We have all the same benefits, just benefiting the other leg. See if you can still breathe calmly at the same time. Maybe use the hands for a little bit more support. You could let the chest dip a little bit. One more big breath. Let's draw the knee into the nose. Lightly step it between the hands, footsteps forward, warrior one on this side. Arms could come up, they could open, you could bend the elbows, they could be at your hips, palms could find your chest. So you decide how much you want to add on, how much you want to take off. You could save your energy and maybe bring the hands down. Maybe you'll need energy. We don't know. One more big breath. Exhale, we come down. Meet in downward facing dog. Child's pose, tabletop, downward facing dog, all ways, all of them are good choices. Let's find 5 breaths. After your 5th exhale, you can take it to the top. Hop, step, jump, walk, skip there, jog there, all kinds of ways. Support yourself as you get to the top. A little length. Fold over the legs, exhale. And inhale stands you up. Hands connect to the chest, arms released by the sides. Let's set up mountain pose again. Roll them open. We just take a little reset. Stand up taller, pull the belly button in. Inhale, arms up. Maybe stretch backwards or open the arms. Exhale, dive forward. Move with your own breath. Let's see if we can make that the challenge as we go through this next sun salutation. Lift the chest, and then let's go right into it. Your movement to downward facing dog. So try not to cut your breath short. Make it yours. You got it. Let's take the right leg up. Open it up. Maybe bend it if you want to. Maybe straightening the legs feels a little bit better. Try them both. See which one sounds good. And each day they might be different. Give it a little bit of space. So if you bend the knee, or even if you don't bend the knee, you could start to look under your armpit of the bent knee, or even towards that knee, towards your bent knee, to get a little bit more length in the back of the neck. One more big breath. Almost like slow motion. Let's bring the knee in to the nose, step up, warrior one. We can inhale, arms come up. So this is the second time we do it. Maybe we do something different. Arms can come open. Let's take 3 breaths in your choice, and then I'll give you a choice. Let's reach the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. So we usually do this in Warrior 2. Now we'll do it in Warrior 1. So draw the knuckles down. It becomes a little back bend. Inhale. And then exhale, bow the head on the inside. So we have the trick. We could put our head on our block like this. We could also just keep bending this right knee and let our ear come closer to the ankle. If it would be more appropriate, you could bring the left hand down to the block or even the right hand down to the mat. Keep drawing the left hip back. So we still use support, still use the right foot. Push it down. One more big breath. So let's keep this bind, and we're just going to shift weight forward. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit, shift weight forward. Let's find our left tippy toe. So it's going to become Warrior 3, but it can stay supported. So maybe the toe touches the ground. Maybe it lifts just a tiny little bit. Maybe it lifts a lot. Maybe you change it. You could just hover a little bit. If you like Warrior 1, or even the bow, the hamstring stretch more, you could stay there. Find support. Think about the arms. So even though our leg is reaching, maybe we could reach our knuckles back. So we could bring the arms a little bit more actively into this posture. One more big breath, expand. Let's see if we can come back to where we came from. A little bow. Maybe this time we can look at our left foot. Inhale, brings you up Warrior 1. Let's bring the arms up with it. Straighten the legs. Oh, that feels beautiful. Warrior 2, open wide. Let's straighten both legs. Inhale, arms up. You can even interlace the fingers here. If you didn't just do that in Warrior 1, it doesn't matter. Maybe you want to do it again. Let's slide it out, extended side angle. It could be here. You could bring it here. You could bring it here. You could take a full bind if you want to, or a half bind, and we're at home. So if you wanted to use a shirt, you've all seen me wear this shirt many times. But now it's a prop for yoga class. So you could take a bind here, maybe like this. Maybe it's not. Let's take 3 more breaths. If you have the bind and you want to move it into a standing balance, go right ahead. If you're already standing and balancing and you're like, this is perfect, you're already doing it. Balancing on 2 feet is still balance. One more big full breath in. Complete exhale. Our inhale brings us back to half moon or extended side angle if we're not already there. And then we come back up to Warrior 2 when you're ready. Softly. Let's straighten both legs, reach the arms up again. Exhale, slide it out. Reverse Warrior just for a beat before we take it back down. And then let's come up, come down, roll through it. Maybe a fancy way. Maybe it's a different way. Make it your own way. You got it. Let's take the left leg up. Open it up, give it some space. So you can decide how you want to play with this. It could look the same as the other side. Maybe it looks different. Maybe find a little lightness. One more big breath. Maybe look under the armpit toward the knee if you want to. And then softly, the knee comes into the nose. Light step, Warrior 1. Arms could lift. Make it what you want it to be. Adjust it. Maybe bend the front knee a little bit, push the back heel down. Feel where your hips are, where can we grow, where can we push down, what can we expand into. Flex the stomach. Bend the left knee away from the right leg. And then let's release the hands behind the back. Draw the knuckles down so it becomes a big back bend. And then exhale, bow on the inside. So we could let the head rest on your support. It could even rest on your couch or an ottoman if you have one right there. You could also let it rest on if you have your shoebox block at home or your own support. Maybe your left hand or your right hand comes down. Maybe both hands come down. Keep bending the left knee, but draw the hip back. So this posture is just a little different than when we do it in Warrior Two. Let's do one more full inhale. Full exhale. And then we're going to turn it into Warrior Three. So let's keep the bind. We'll bring weight, we'll lift the chest on an inhale. Bring weight forward, find the tippy toe, so our back leg gets really light. Maybe it comes off the ground a little bit. Maybe it comes off the ground a lot. You can start to fly it into Warrior Three, or you always have the choice to stay in the bowing Warrior One. Find a place to expand, a place to focus your eyes. Since we have this little bind behind our back, think of drawing the knuckles away to open the chest. That's all we're really doing here, is just expanding across the shoulders. One more big breath. The left leg is the one that is going to control this landing. So we softly bend the knee, bring it back, a little bow. See if we can look between the legs to our right leg, right ankle. Inhale brings you up. Bring the arms up with you. We have Warrior One. Straighten both legs. Maybe stretch up. You could even stretch backwards. Open Warrior Two. Slide it out. You could lift up and straighten up. And then press it out. Slide the arms out. Extended. No, we gotta go. Yeah, we're here. We're just gonna go right into this. Oh, we might have done reverse triangle, but we'll do both of them anyways. So we get really long. Maybe you take a bind, a half bind, a full bind. You reach around. Yeah, whatever sounds good. Your own personal degree, you'll feel it. Focus the eyes. Big full breath in. 2 more breaths. One more full inhale. Easy exhale. If we went into a balance, we'll bring it back to where it came from. And then our inhale brings us back up, Warrior Two. Let's reverse triangle, and then we'll reverse warrior just so we can do both of them. Reverse triangle first so we can stretch back, reach back. And then let's bend the knees, stretch it back here. Really long. We come up, hands come down. Slow motion step to downward facing dog. Add the full fancy way. You could go directly. From here, let's roll forward and slowly lay on the stomach. You could bend the knees and let the legs move side to side if you want to. Maybe exhale through the mouth. So from here, let's prop ourselves up on our arms. So we want to be really supported and not just sinking down. So you can have prayer hands, or maybe the fists are flat or the palms are flat on the ground, but we just want to be supported. So we're going to bend the left leg. Left hand can support you. It might even come across in a diagonal to come over. Right hand's going to grab. So we have right hand grabs our left foot. Right hand, left foot. So think of this. This is dancer's pose, but twisted on our stomach. So like bow, but twisted. So we can push our left arm down. Big inhale. As you exhale, start to push your left foot, left ankle into the right hand. So think less about pulling with the arm and more about pushing, kicking with the leg. Pull the belly button back, big lift of the chest. And then exhale, let's let it rest, really easy. Stack the arms. The head could rest. Maybe roll the ankles. And then we'll bring it back up. Same thing on the right side. So right arm comes across. It can support you. So we just really want to be lifted. If you could see my neck, which is hard to do, it wouldn't be here, but it's here. Left or right leg bends, left hand reaches around. You can grab the instep, the outer edge. I find that the instep maybe is a little easier. Big inhale, find support, pull the belly button back. And then as you exhale, reach the toes up. You might even look down at your right wrist. Keep pressing the forearm down, big inhale. One more big breath. Exhale, let's let it rest. You could lay on your stomach. You could press back to child's pose or puppy pose. Let's take 5 breaths. When you're ready, let's bring the hands beneath the shoulders. Curl the toes. Push up to plank. And then we find downward facing dog. Actually, let's push up to plank and hold that for just a moment. Push up to plank, hold it for just a second, maybe shift it back, around, forward and backwards, side to side. Perfect. And then we're gonna drop the knees for tabletop. Let's just move a little side to side with the hips, maybe back and forth in a circle, roll the ankles or the wrist, the shoulders. Your own free movement before we officially technically call it down or cat cow. I almost said downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, you can roll right into cat cow. Push the hands and the shins down on both sides, both cat and both in cow. Big flexion, big extension. You're using muscles of the backside to stretch the front and muscles of the front to stretch the back. Two more times, full breath cycles. See if you can expand more. Can we push down more? Can we find more support than we just did? Maybe taking water if you need water. And then when you're ready, we take it all the way back, all the way up to downward facing dog. So you could step back there, you could, however you want to get there. You could even go to tabletop. Let's take it all the way to the top of the mat. Support as you arrive. Exhale, fold over the legs. One more time like that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, stand up. Stretch up, reach up, maybe stretch backwards. Exhale, fold forward. Lift the chest up halfway. Let's take forward fold here. So you can take it the same way. Maybe take an active one. We did one at the beginning. You could do the same forward fold. You could do a different forward fold. Maybe add a little flavor. Yes. 5 breaths. Use a little bit more core to shorten that gap, to close that space between the chest and your legs. Exhale, big fold. Again, big breath. When you're ready, release your grip. Bend the knees, plant the palms. You can take crow to downward facing dog. You can go there directly. You could add your own special way, your own flavor and spice. Right leg is lifting. Add your own flavor. So now third time is the charm. Third time is your own time to mix it up. Maybe a little balance. Maybe it's a flip. Maybe it's a, it don't matter to me. One more big breath. Give it some space. Draw the knee in. We're stepping directly to warrior 2. Warrior 2. Perfect. Now let's set up triangle. We could wiggle the foot in, adjust it, reach, connect. Maybe the hand is on the thigh. It could be on your shin. What we want to think about, and especially because we can see ourselves, or you can for sure see me. So instead of bowing forward, we want to almost try to bring our shoulders over our shin, which is just going to give the inner thigh a little bit more. So you can even play with it by lifting yourself up a little bit. I'm going to use my other prop, this little ball. So you could be here, maybe the hand is on the hip. It could also lift. And just by stretching the arm up, we're going to get more stretch. You could also take a half bind or even a full bind here. The hand could go behind the back like it would in half moon, or extended side angle. It could in half moon too. You could look down at your big toe. One more big breath. Let's bend the knee. Inhale, bring it up. Hands on the hips, straighten the leg, adjust, pivot to the front for pyramid. To make it longer, I'm technically facing this way. So we'll adjust it. Yesterday we came in from the bottom, this time we're coming in from the top. So you could grab your wrist, you could have prayer hands. You could have prayer hands like this. You could hold your own hand. We'll inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, bow forward. Hands can be supported on a block, on your at-home block or the mat, on your shin, on your back. Yeah. We want our hips to be even. So maybe even just your left hand could just find the ground or your block. Inhale, halfway lift the chest. So let's see if it's comfortable. Hands can find your hips. They could also fly by the sides, or most challenging, arms up by the ears. Big inhale here. And then exhale, stand all the way up. We step to the top of the mat for tree pose. So let's do tree first, and then we'll add a little something. So we could find tree like this, here, 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 wherever you want it to be. It could even be on this. So you could do it the other day. We did the kind of side bending tree if you want to. It's a lot easier when you put your foot on something. It could be behind the head, or it could be long. One more big breath. And then we bring it up to stand. So we're going to take this leg. So turn my light on so we can see. So just like we did on our back or on our stomach, when we did our dancer's pose, we're going to bend this leg and be here. So the first choice, I guess, would be, I'm going to do mine here. You could bend this knee and grab this foot with the same hand. You could grab this foot with this hand. So this is dancer's pose. This is a twisted dancer's pose, which is like what we did on the floor. So you grab it like this. We could stand tall, right? So maybe the hand is even at your chest. It could be on the wall, be on your hip. It could lift up. Big inhale. As you exhale, start to push the foot into the hand. You could even take this hand behind and take it like that. Y'all got it. I'm sweating. And if you're like, I'm confused what you're doing at home, the regular dancer's pose is appropriate too. One more big breath to expand, open up, press into something. Easy, softly, we bring it up, release the leg. Let's bring it forward, give it a lift, maybe move it a little bit. And then step it down. Inhale, arms up. Stretch up. Fold forward, big exhale. Halfway lift the chest. Let's go directly, or however you want to. We won't take a forward fold this time, but we'll go to downward facing dog. Add a little something if you feel like it. Take it away if you feel like it. From down dog, you already know, left leg is up. Open it. This is your chance to spice it up. Flip it, drop it, twist it, bop it, whatever you want to do. Perfect. If you mixed it up, let's bring it back. Knee comes in. We step directly to warrior two. Let's bring it up. Slide the arms out. We set up for triangle. We can adjust the back foot. Maybe it slides in a little bit. We can hinge forward and then connect. Come over here, ball. So again, we want to open our chest instead of closing forward. Our right shoulder is trying to stack over our left shoulder. Then maybe even here, I might adjust my arms to be more in line. Pull the belly button back. You could even look up to your thumb, see what's happening up there, or you could look down at your left big toe, maybe even taking the half bind with the arm behind the back if you want to. One more big breath. Big exhale. Bend the knee. Use the foot to push. Bring it up. Slide it up. We straighten the legs. Pivot. For pyramid. You could reach around. Grab the wrist, your hand, your elbows. Open the chest like a back bend. And then exhale. Fold forward. This leg could be completely different than the other side. Mine is for sure. Just trying to stretch a little bit. When you feel that, you're doing it. You don't have to go any further than that. One more big breath. Let's inhale, halfway lift the chest, hands can find the hips, the T overhead, and then exhale, stand tall. We step to the top of the mat for tree pose first. So the other leg, find a spot to put it. It could touch the ground, it could touch your at-home block. Find a place that's appropriate. Focus the eyes, maybe add a little something with the arms. Perfect, one more big breath. We'll bring hands together. Bring the leg forward, we could bend it, maybe reaching around with the left hand, or you could reach around with the right hand. So we have the twist. If you have the right hand, you also have the choice to have both. So we could be here, stand up tall, big inhale, maybe the hand grabs the outer edge of the foot. We could press it open. Maybe fingers find the wall. They could just stay at your chest. Have a little dancer's pose. Very similar to what we did on the ground, except now we're not laying on the stomach, we're balancing on one foot. So it's a little trickier. Complement it with your breath. See what happens if you breathe deeper. Exhale longer. One more time, your deepest dancer's pose. Big full exhale. We bring the leg forward. Give it a lift, hug it. Maybe move it just a tiny little bit. And then set it down. Last big flow, stretch up. Stretch backwards if you want to, open the arms if you want to. As much as you want to add to it, as much as you want to take away from it, it's yours. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Hopper step to seated. When you get here, legs can come out in front. You can move side to side. Oh, I love that. So you can both out in front. Move the butt out of the way, sit up tall. The knees could even be bent. Inhale. Exhale, just a little bow forward. Maybe fingers find the ground, the legs. They can press behind you. Toes can peel back. We just get a little stretch for the hamstrings. Let's bring it up. Point all 10 toes. Flex the feet. Roll the ankles if you want to. Roll them the other way. And then let's lay down. Let's lay down. We have some things to do on our back. I will watch. We'll lay down. Let's stretch long. The first thing you'd hear is stretch really long. Toes can point. You could roll the ankles. Arch the back. You could yawn. You could interlace the fingers. Maybe spread the fingers wide. Spread the toes wide. And then you could hug the knees into the chest, or you could bend the knees and let the soles of the feet touch the ground, and knees could windshield wipe side to side. So you could rock side to side, or you could windshield wipe side to side. Let's set up for bridge. So soles of the feet can be on the ground. Arms can be by the sides. Fingers could tickle the heels. So feet are hips distance apart. They have some space between them. And then the fingers could reach toward the heels. So we have some support. And then let's just make sure we have a nice little tuck of our neck so we can see more of our, probably more of our thighs and less of whatever's going on behind our head. And so we can take an inhale, scoop the belly, and then exhale, push the feet down until the hips come off the mat. You could interlace the fingers underneath the back and maybe wiggle the shoulders closer together. Think less about squeezing your butt and more about trying to slide your mat forward using your feet. So it's kind of a sensation to help us activate the leg muscles and not our butt muscles. One more big breath. Exhale to let it rest. Knees could move side to side. You could hug them in. Let's set up for thread the needle on your back or for pigeon on your back. So you could take the right ankle to the top of the left thigh, or you could bring the right leg in. Left leg could be long. If you're doing pigeon on your back, left leg will be long or the knee could be bent. And you could just grab your right leg across the body like this. And so either one, they both kind of mimic the same shape, which is pigeon on your stomach. So either here, you could use the arms to assist and pull it in, flexing the feet, or with the leg long, you could do the same thing. We'll inhale, exhale, hug it in. Find a little muscular tension, a little resistance from this top leg so we can get into the butt, push back with the ankle. And then we'll turn it into a twist. So if the leg is long, or you could make the legs long if you want to. If your top leg's long, you could take the left hand and grab the right calf muscle or the thigh or the outer edge of the foot. And then maybe the left leg is long. Or maybe just bending the knees, kind of letting the legs twist up. Either one. And then let's bring the legs to the middle and we'll switch. So maybe left ankle onto the right thigh, or you could just grab the right leg or grab the left leg with the right knee bent, or the leg could be long. When you're ready, inhale, exhale, hug it in. Flex both feet, especially here in thread the needle. Tuck the chin no matter where you are. See if you can see more of your legs. We'll turn it into spinal twist. Leg can cross over top. Maybe the top leg is straight. You could grab it with the hand. Maybe your right leg is long and straight, which is just going to make it that much more intense. And we'll bring it back to the middle. Happy baby, or shoulder stand, or whatever other posture you want to do. You got all the choices. And then when you're ready, let's settle in for the last piece of class. Legs can stretch out, knees could be bent. Letting the eyes soften or close. Just taking a little bit of time to seal in what we spent our last hour creating. So take one final moment, these last few seconds, to soak up what you want to bring in and to exhale out what you want to leave behind. Spending these last few moments cultivating and sealing in this healing practice. Let's have one more final conscious moment to invite in whatever goodness we want to bring in. And to send out whatever we don't want to take past this moment. It's our daily cleansing practice. We can start to bring life back into the room, bring our awareness back into the space around us. Maybe the hands connect, you could find the heart, maybe the eyes close, and maybe the head just kind of bows to the heart. Just taking one small opportunity to consider something that you feel gratitude towards. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Namaste.